Well, good afternoon again, and I thank you all for coming today. Before we get into the bulk of information that we want to share with you, and there's some significant information coming, I want to share a few personal thoughts. Just now, and the reason I'm late, at the meeting with priests and transitional deacons, I expressed my concern to them about how difficult it has been for them to carry out their priestly and pastoral ministry in the current atmosphere of crisis. Along with confusion and silence and misinformation, I know they have expressed deep compassion and attention to the people entrusted to their care. I assured them that together, we, priests, bishops, deacons, religious and faithful lay people, the church we all love, together will be purified, renewed, and made stronger. I shared with them, and they agree, that too much is at stake: the faith and commitment of our people, the healing of victims, even our very mission in the world. Today, before we have some time for Q&A, I would ask your attentive listening to what will be presented by some members of my staff who are key in the whole challenge of responding to this crisis. Your understanding of the facts and the process is essential, and I'm thankful to you for the ways you really do try to be attentive to the facts. Today, I and others will be very specific and use precise words. It is not about semantics. We all know words can be misinterpreted or misunderstood, and that does not lead to fuller understanding and the ability to move forward. First and foremost, we are about healing. In March, when the Independent Reconciliation and Compensation Program was announced, we asked for victims to come forward. They have, and the numbers were overwhelming. I think the image, the word tsunami, is not inappropriate. And I say again now, this is not in my prepared notes, but I say again now, if still there are victims out there who have not come forward to us, I ask you please to do that so that we can respond. Addressing these cases, though, has taken more time than expected, and so we've instituted additional staff and procedures to work through all the cases to bring healing to our victims. Second, we must be about truth. Finding the truth can be difficult in these cases. This, too, unfortunately, takes time and cooperation. There are priests who've been placed on administrative leave and have been so for months. I want to resolve these cases as soon as possible. We have additional investigators now who are working on their cases. As much as we all want resolution, our investigations must be thorough, and while wanting to speed up the process, we cannot sacrifice the truth for speed. Being placed on administrative leave does not indicate guilt. We know some of our priests, especially in decades-old cases, are guilty and have caused great pain and suffering to their victims and victims' families. The truth, I believe, will bring some healing. Today, the diocese is publishing an additional list of priests who have against them substantiated allegations of sexual abuse of a minor. This list is divided in several categories. It's vitally important to understand those categories. Please know that we have done much to protect the victims and the accused. You know well the calls for my resignation. I have stated that I do not have plans to do that. I know that there may not be a high level of trust right now, but I do believe that working with others who continue to believe in me, we can steer through this storm into a calm sea. A resignation, of course, is not automatic. It requires the permission of the Holy Father. In addition, the Diocese of Buffalo deserves to regain stability. A resignation does not bring stability. In fact, it can exacerbate instability. With the work of the Independent Reconciliation Compensation Program, the new Office of Professional Responsibility, the new task force to create an effective protocol for handling claims of clerical abuse of adults, and our new director of the Office of Communications, together, I believe, and this is my commitment, my prayer, my hope, I believe we will build the stability needed to restore trust, strengthen faith and hope among all of God's people. I thank Kathy Spangler, our new director of the Office of Communications, who will guide us through the rest of our meeting.